We got the whole deer family out here today. I see you peeking. Let's go see how close they'll let me get to them. One, two, there's 5. I don't see no tails sticking up. So they must be fairly chill. Now that one keeps looking at me. In the process of trying to fabricate a floor pan for the Comanche using part of that old furnace. My original floors that I had ordered are on back order, so I just had them, refund my money again. And I'm just saying, screw it. I'm just going to try to fabricate a floor myself. If nothing else, it'd be a good learning experience, and I could maybe increase my metalworking skills a little bit more. So that's what I'm doing. Stuff is hard for me to video because I do all the beating and everything shakes and falls down. But here's what I've got so far. I've used this piece of black iron pipe. You can see where I use that rounded edge of that pipe to make this curve here, kind of like where the transmission tunnel starts up, where that metal makes that transition. I've got the edge here, which I need to refine this a little bit more and try to get rid of some of that curve. But this is what's going to be fitting up against the inner rocker panel, like where the door shuts. And then this right here is this is the toe board. You can see I've again used that black iron pipe to make this radius, and I need to do some adjusting here and maybe do some trimming or start bending that in so that fits. But it's getting there. It's a slow process, but you can see where it's got to fit around here. This is that radius that I was telling you about. And, just a slow process. I got to cut a lot of this out because it's rotted. And here's this other rusty, rotted piece I need to cut out, but I can patch that after I get this pan in. So, also I need to come up with a way I can bead roll or make something similar to a bead roll to give the floor pan strength. And this is right here is a bead roll. There's a big machine, this metal, well, this is actually stamped, but I'm gonna try to simulate these lines in here, and what that does, that will give the pan more strength and rigidity. I'll try to figure something out with that. Ain't nothing a hammer can't fix. Okay, so here is the floor plan for, I did it again, floor pan. As you can see, I've got the basic shape down and it's fitting really good. I've got that nut here that I couldn't take out, so I'm slowly trying to beat the metal to conform around that nut. That way I don't have to worry about it. And the edges here are fitting up nice and flush. Now, just for fun, I'm going to get some sheet metal screws and I'm going to screw the edges a little bit to draw it tight and to make sure I can get the floor pan all the way up against the subframe and start marking on the bottom side with a pencil where the frame rail edges are. That way I know where to drill out holes in my pan. That way I can make it easier to spot weld from up top. I've been after it for a couple hours now. I thought I'd show you guys my progress. Here it is. And I've just used some sheet metal screws to kind of hold it in place. I still have to do some more fine tuning and try to stretch the metal a little bit because my measurements were a little bit off up here. I'm not worried about this kind of stuff here because I can just patch it. And up here, if I can't get the metal stretched over a little bit more, I can just patch that corner too. What I'm probably going to do is take these sheet metal screws out and try to pull it over just a hair and get a little bit more over here. But all in all, so far she's solid. There's a little oil can going on, but that's just because I haven't got everything right, you know. And once I screw it down again here, I'm sure that'll go away, or I'm gonna have to make that go away. Probably take these apart and let this metal go this way a little bit. But all in all, that's a solid floor. I think it'd be okay for what I plan on using it for. Like I said, it's not a show truck, just a pick 'em up truck. Okay, another little update on my floor pan. I believe I've got it done. I painted it. Honestly, I was kind of bored and I wanted to paint something. I didn't need to paint it because I might have to go back and grind it anyway for when I get ready to weld it. But as you can see, I've got it all fitting nice. I even put in these, I don't know what I would call these other than maybe bead rolling lines. I don't have a bead roller, so I had to make a little jig, I guess you could say, and take an 1/2 inch extension and beat into the metal to, you know, make that ridge, kind of make the floor pan a lot more solid. And it really did stiffen it up a whole lot. Even though it's not pretty, you know, it's serving a purpose and getting the job done. And let me show you how I did that. I know it's pretty hokey, but you make do with what you have where you're at. So I had some of this old deck wood that I had, you know, put in the bathroom. So what I did is I just sandwiched 2 pieces together. I had another clamp that I took off that was holding these down. I had like a 2x4 here and I clamped the 2x4 down to hold these apart. And then I used my extension, if I can remember where I put it. Oh well, I guess I lost it like everything else. I put the floor pan on top of this, and then I got my little extension. I'll just pretend this is an extension. Sat it on top of the floor pan so it kind of lined up with that crack a little bit. Then I took my sledgehammer here and I just beat the crap out of it until I put that little ridge in the floor pan, and it worked. You know, like I said, it's not beautiful, but like I said, you make do with what you got where you're at. So after a couple days of beating and banging, really more like just a day, because I only been working on this in the afternoon when it's not so hot, I got this finished. So now I'm gonna take this out, cut out the bad sections of the inner rocker panel, cut this out, make a patch panel, get everything ready and cut out and ready to go. And then again, I'm gonna go back and shoot some sheet metal screws to hold it in place, and then go back and tack it in. That's why I drilled these holes, where I could tack it directly to the subframe. All the way up here. Like I said, it's not pretty, but it's gonna get there. I'm gonna polish this turd and it's gonna look okay. That's about all I can say. So, the seat is complete. I got the seat bottom, and it's in excellent shape. Almost looks new. So now I just need to get a seat cover. The guy's bringing me the headrest for it in the next week or so. He just forgot, he got busy, and I've got some other stuff to go inside the Jeep as well. Check it. I've got all the gray interior panels except for the B pillars, which he'll be bringing me those with the headrests. Again, he just got in a hurry and forgot. 2 good door panels, really good shape, just need to be cleaned. And he threw in a muffler. So that's something I don't have to buy. But I've got the door handles, the armrests, the kick panels for down by your feet where it meets the floor. So the all-tan interior will be coming together nicely. Also a shifter console. He's bringing me a chrome grill, and there's some other stuff. Oh yeah, all the brake parts for the back drum brakes and 4 shocks, and I think that's about it. I'm also trying to find some smoker windows, the little vent windows. Those are kind of hard to find, so hopefully all that stuff will come together here in the next couple days, or not couple days, but couple weeks. I'll have the floors done, and I can get cracking on assembling this interior and give me one step closer. So I've got a picture I want to show you guys for in this video. This is kind of the look that I'm going to go for. I'm trying to search for some of these wheels too. It's in this picture. So check this picture out. Let me know what you think in the comments. So I think that's it now. So I'll see you guys in the next video.